this is Captain Tom from Island Boating, and today I'm going to answer a few questions that we had from our viewers. And one of them in specific was, how do they determine the capacity plate of a boat? How much can the boat carry, and how many occupants can you put in that boat? Traditionally, it was our length times width and your freeboard. Well, that has changed quite a bit throughout the years, and with the advent of new technologies, new materials, and making boats safer and stronger, the formulation for that calculation isn't really as cut and dry as it once was. So now it really falls upon the manufacturer to come up with it, and in agreement with the Coast Guard certification, they will post on your boat what in fact the maximum capacity is. Now if you take a look at this plate right here, it tells us 7 persons or 1,160 pounds. 1,900 pounds for persons, motor, gear, that's everything inclusive. I get asked quite often, well, what if I have small children on board and I have 8 people on board? If you're sure that you're going to, well, the first answer is you probably should stick with the 7 people. The rule of thumb is 1 seat per passenger. You don't want to exceed that, but if you want to get technical, it does say 7 persons or 1,160 pounds. Now they base the average person's weight at 150 to 180 pounds. So you are going to have to do the judging yourself as far as the size of the people that you have on board. If it is just a bunch of smaller children, then they do have a seat on board the boat. You could probably get away with 1 or 2 extra, but I don't think that I would risk it. I would pay attention and adhere to the capacity plate. That's pretty much it. All the boats will have them unless you go to a yacht certified vessel, and then that's a whole different ball game. That's up to the captain in charge of the vessel to determine. It's given a weight that it still has to adhere to, but of course, you know, you're dealing with a 40-50 foot boat. You can have a lot more multiple passengers, and it has a lot of seating, but you have to use common sense with it. Although it will still have a mandate on the vessel itself, giving a weight, a total weight with boat, motor, fuel, and everything. One of the other questions that we were posed with was, what is the maximum horsepower rating, or what is the determining factor for horsepower on a boat? And I have to admit, V10, 400 on a 25-foot boat, that's a whole lot of power on a small vessel. This boat, the plate mandate says it has a maximum weight, engine weight of 750 pounds. It's not as much horsepower driven as it is weight. So you can have anywhere from a 150 horsepower to the maximum 400 horsepower, and maximum weight capacity of 400 horsepower on this boat. Now, the horsepower ratings definitely have been driven by changes in the manufacturing policies and in the way they manufacture the boat, the materials that they use for the boat, and the construction of the boat. There's many factors that are weighed into it. I know you've seen them out there, twin pontoon boats with twin motors on them. Again, it's all a calculation done by cooperation between the manufacturer and the Coast Guard for a safety rating that they feel is safe and insurable. But again, it is listed on your capacity plate, and it's going to be either a horsepower rating or a weight rating, or possibly both. Well, I hope that information helped answer your questions that you had. Really take the time when you're going to make your boat buying decision, and take a look around all the boats. Different interior layouts, different seating configurations, because they have a lot of different seating configurations, a lot of different uses for the boats, and there is no one perfect boat. I can suggest a few that may be darn close to perfect, like the 25 or 28 Dauntless. But then again, maybe you want to have something that you can take your family out on and spend the night on, and you need a cuddy cabin. Maybe that's important to you. Or maybe it's just as simple as you need a boat to move items to and from the island. We have a lot of that. For instance, Little Gasparilla Island, and Palm Island. Some people prefer the 17 Montauk or the skiff design of boat for moving personal goods back and forth. So each boat has its own individual intended purpose. It's up to you to decide which is best, and I can guarantee you I can help you with that. Again, I'm Captain Tom from MarineMax. You can visit me at the store in Venice or by appointment at Cape Hayes. My telephone number is area code 941-626-3741. Thank you.